this is, the green black list should be good to go. Or the correct deck, yep, blue black Surveil. So this is a more aggressive blue black Surveil deck. So we've played blue black Disinformation Campaign, which is basically a mid-range or control deck. This, like many of the decks we play on the stream, is a viewer submitted deck list. And I kind of like the look of what's going on here. So this has an aggressive slant on the back of Thoughtbound Phantasm and Dimir Spybug as cheap threats that then get to curve into that Blood Operative Doom Whisperer top end that we had similarly. And then we have quality removal that black gets to play, like Price of Fame, Vraska's Contempt, Cast Down, and we've also got Disruption and Thought Erasure and Sinister Sabotage as more Surveil enablers. People that are asking about videos that we played earlier today, things don't get published onto my YouTube until I'm done streaming for the day. So we're going to play this deck for the next hour and a half or so, and then I'll publish everything on YouTube. If you're currently a subscriber to the channel, you can click into my past videos right now if you don't want to wait, and you can watch today's current stream replay that's still going on. So if you're a subscriber and you don't want to wait, you can always watch the Twitch archive. This hand seems sweet. So Phantasm on 1, Phantasm on 2, Phantasm Tapland on 2, Blood Operative on 3. Blood Operative is very reasonable against green black. It's just like Graveyard Hate, which is nice. It's like incidental. This Blood Operative reminds me a lot of like a little bit less powerful Scavenging Ooze. It's a card that has Graveyard Hate just by happenstance, and the rest of it is playable, so you just get Graveyard Hate on an otherwise playable card. So, the Surveil Fairy, outside of mono blue tempo that just like wants infinite disruptive creatures, infinite evasive creatures, the Surveil Fairy isn't good. It's not a constructed playable card. And one of the reasons why I really like this deck, or the reason why this deck looks appealing when it was submitted, was because it really plays pretty much all constructed playable cards. It's just focusing on enabling these phantasms, which seems very reasonable. Hey, Dig, thank you for the 8-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. So, their Jade Light Ranger draws them a card here from the Midnight Reaper, but my Blood Operative basically redraws itself when I Surveil here in a hot second, so I think I'm okay with that. I'm gonna go ahead and Discovery here, hopefully find an untapped land. I'm gonna get punished, aren't I? God, that feels bad. So if I'd have hit a land there, I would have gotten to Thought Erasure, make 4/4s, and then like have Sinister Sabotage up next turn. How many lands are in this deck? Like 24, right? 23. This deck might be a land light. I would not be surprised if we cut the Laz for a land at some point during this stream. Midnight Reapers just like run away with this game. I think we would have been more than fine if we would have just like had lands, but there's a good chance this card just buries us. They don't have a removal spell here. This Thought Erasure lets these start attacking. Okay. I mean, I've got 5/5s. Smash? Question mark? That's just confirmation bias that it's fine. It's US stab. It is in fact Smork time. If we hit an untapped land here, this Vraska's Contempt probably means we're in a good spot. Yeah, because I just get to like beep beep and smash here, and then like they double block one and I Contempt one of their things. So one of the things that's important to remember, and this is very common not only in Arena but also Magic Online and just playing Magic on the computer in general, is that humans tend to remember bad things that happen to them more vividly than good things. And because you're able to play so many matches of Magic so quickly when you're playing digitally, you're gonna see flood and screw fairly often just because you're playing so many games. And then it's very easy to, well, I've seen it happen a large number of times, even though it's a statistically appropriate number of times that you've seen it happen, that your brain goes to, oh, it's happening more than it should. Yeah, I do 2 pikes. I think we're almost certainly a land short, but I like the details here a lot. This thing's got menace too. Oh, really? We killed the flyer. Okay, that's good for you. Spybug is basically it is basically unblockable. And like we fumbled a lot this game, and we're pretty far ahead here. That was sweet. Correct, Sticks. It's exactly correct. All right, so we've got campaigns in the sideboard. Am I supposed to pull up here? What do we think? I kind of like the idea of just like boarding bigger and like cutting my Spybug and my Phantasm here. The fact that there's no Disdainful Strokes in the sideboard is absurd, and we're gonna change that after this match. I was not paying attention to that. These should be strokes. I think I'm gonna slide the removal spells around here a little bit. No Moment of Craving is probably bad too. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna pull up here, I think. And see how this feels. I don't really play legendary creatures. There's a spooky Halloween event in Pokemon Go starting at 1 p.m. Pacific. Sweet, that's when I sign off. So I'll be able to catch Pokemon with Jake. I keep this on the draw with the scribe. I think this deck's 1 land short. I'm gonna add a land and tweak the removal after this. All right, take 3. This is why you get to play best of 3, chat. I did mean to keep that last hand. So just because you keep a hand and it doesn't pan out doesn't mean it's a bad keep. I think 1 land with a scry on the draw is a keepable 6 most of the time. So I'm actually going to hold on to this discovery because this discovery can reset my Disinformation Campaign. I mean, like, so Discovery Dispersal gives us like a little bit higher virtual land count. It's, oh, they discarded a Vraska. I wonder if they have another one to kill this. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's unfortunate. No, I think Disinformation Campaign, grinds better than Vraska, than Thief would. I also think that, what's the word I'm searching for? I also think that because the way this main deck is built with the Spybug and the 1-mana Surveil creature, that people are going to be well set up to kill creatures post board, and the idea of like cutting my 1 and my 2-mana spell and boarding into this control deck based on Disinformation Campaign seems really great. Yeah, Campaign is great. Campaign's a very constructed playable card. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this and keep them off of 6-mana Vraska next turn. Just like zap. I also feel like I want some Direfleet Poisoners in my sideboard because I want to be able to kill Carnage Tyrant with them. Nah, I don't think you need another land in the sideboard. Both those are actually just great. I think 24 with 4 Discovery and Thought Erasure is fine. That is, that's a hand. Is Direfleet better than the 3/3 with Hexproof? That's an interesting question. Probably not. I don't know. Direfleet is nice because it can come in against aggressive decks. It's like a 2/2 removal spell, basically. I think I just have to let this resolve. Although I guess if they draw a land for Vivian, this whole game's just been a mess. I'm gonna make some changes to this deck really quick. I like what's going on here, but the details are a mess, and I played this game badly. Let's just let's make a couple of small changes here really quick. I'm gonna jam a Folly in here as a 24th land and a utility land. Now, I like that Price of Fame I like that Price of Fame is on theme for us. I think Detection Tower is also nonsense. Cancel. I agree with that. I'm gonna put another Memorial to Folly in, and we'll put some ways to kill Carnity in the board. When I'm deck building and tuning on stream, it's always a fun reminder of how many people don't read the stream rules before they come in. Remember, if you want to suggest cards that we should or shouldn't be playing, you need to tell us why we should be playing that card. You need to tell us what card we should cut and why we should cut that card. Be constructive, be specific. Don't just like aimlessly shout cards at me. It's not very helpful. Honestly, I wonder if this is even a Ritual of Soot deck, just because, like, against the other creature decks, I'm gonna leave my cheap creatures in, so, like, losing my cheap creature sounds bad. Let's try this. Let's try this. Update the stream decker. Why? Nah, I don't think I want Golden Demise. I guess they outgrow it. Now, I think I want Ritual of Soot as like an actual sweeper. Just like not killing like Whirly Boy seems really bad. Does not seem like I want my sweeper to kill Whirly Boy. So here's the thing. Everybody keeps talking about like Eldest Reborn and Plague Bearer as answers to Carnage Tyrants. Carnage Tyrant is often in decks where it's surrounded by stuff. Edicts are not good answers to Carnage Tyrants. The Death touch creatures, sweepers. Those are how you want to answer Carnage Tyrant, in my opinion. Like, Eldest Reborn's a fine card. I even argue it's like a format defining card, but I don't think it's a good answer to Carnage Tyrant. We didn't hit the blue source, but we at least hit a second land here. Hopefully this can find us a blue source, which it did. Let's see what's up. I'm gonna take the find here because I think by the time they get to Vraska mana, we should hopefully be able to sequence and leave up double blue. No, I don't think so. In fact, I think explicitly not printing sweepers that kill every creature makes for a better standard, better and more interesting gameplay. The having your sweepers be conditional allows for players to make decisions during gameplay that allow them to play around things. And you can't play around a sweeper that just kills everything. There's a forum for Arena. Alright, so I have been punished because apparently we are not going to find a blue source. Yeah, I love that the only true sweeper is 5 mana. Yeah, something like Languish. We basically have Languish. We have Ritual of Soot. Ritual of Soot is a variation of a sweeper that's basically Languish. I'm just gonna. What are our blue sources? Like, can we just like look at the numbers instead of like jumping to wild speculation based on being absurdly unlucky? 7, 15. Now we're fine on blue sources. We got 17 black, but that makes sense because I guess we need black. I probably want to prioritize black. Like, and I have discovery. And bring in a couple of strokes. I'm gonna cut these Price of Fames. Languish isn't better, it's different. So like, the best deck to compare them in the two would be like, any deck with Nicol Bolas probably prefers Ritual of Soot to Languish, right? Alright, let's do it. $15 is a little bit on the low side for blue sources for double blue on 3, but like when you factor in like how many extra cards you see with these, it's definitely a fine number. Farsight 2042, thank you for the brand new Prime support there. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed and welcome. So how many turn 1 blue sources do we have? I think we have plenty of turn 1 blue sources. We have 11. They don't have any removal. It's pretty good for us. I don't really care if they take my cast down, right? So take their fine finality. I'm in for another land. Yeah, I'm in for another land. Like next turn I get to go bug plus discovery. Oh, I guess they get to take discovery here. Maybe I'm supposed to take the Duress and leave them the find, just plan to kill them before they get to the find. Yeah, maybe that's the better plan. Because, like, the bugs team up real quickly. Just, like, plan to get under them effectively. Because, like, if I had 5 power in play right now, there's no way they'd be racing. Yeah, I think my Thought Erasure was wrong. Doomboy does let us channel Fireball them, you're not wrong. And I'd have a better chance of hitting that, like, right? Like, they'd be at 15. They'd actually be almost dead, right? Would they be dead here if I'd have hit Doom Whisper on curve? Yeah, they'd literally be dead. Yeah, I definitely should have taken the Duress. In a not close turn of events, I should have taken the Duress. No, I think I wanted to play the Erasure when I did to make sure they couldn't kill my first Spybug, but then I should have prioritized getting my other Spybugs bigger.
While that balance comes.
All right, so they're dead to a land.
Okay, so you've got claws. You can't stop nature.
They're like play a land, play finality, and I'll concede. I feel like I feel like this set of games is like a really good example of why, like, when people talk about competitors, like, what's the record? It's just like, well, I actually haven't won a match yet. But at the same time, I'm like, this deck seems really sweet, and I've been making a ton of mistakes in learning from what we've been doing. Or, like, we've bricked on lands, etc., etc. Probably because the hamster running on the wheel that automates posting the deck list died. Incredibly frustrating match. And again, if I would have Thought Erasured correctly, my discovery would have gotten me 3 cards deeper, and my bugs would have been bigger. I don't think I want to change anything. Maybe it is one more blue source, just to, like, go even 16-16. Yeah, it's probably fine. Yeah, I agree. One of the things I look for in a format that keeps me engaged is being able to look back on games that I both won and lost and be able to reflect and be like, oh, I probably could have done this thing differently, and then I would have ended up in a much different spot. Yeah, the Doom Whisperer plus bugs just fireballs them. Which is really sweet. I think it's sweet at least. I don't know, maybe you don't think it's sweet, but I think it's pretty awesome to me. Sand's very good. Needs a couple of lands. Where have I heard that today? So I have Cast Down, I have Price of Fame. The Siege Gang Commander's like really scary. So we don't want to play Blood Operative here, obviously, because they have a Whirly Boy. Oh, is this the big red deck someone was talking about that did well at the Classic?
I fight with a dragon's rage. Madness.
The Pirates went well this morning. Still, it wasn't like we played it and I was like, nope, we're done playing this one. We got done playing Pirates. I was like, I'm looking forward to playing this deck again. If you click on this link here, there's a page on my website, Fitzroy, that explains exactly how the deck queue works. There's all the details in there. If you have any questions about specifics after taking a peek at that one, feel free to ask here in chat or drop me a message in private.
I'll show you unhinged.
I'll show you unhinged. He's really off kilter, chat. Why are you so famous, Whirly Boy? I'm gonna take the Thought Erasure here. I'm gonna go Erasure plus Blood Operative this turn. That can hang out there. You can find all of my deck lists. There's videos on my website, and all of the videos have the deck list in the description of the video. So if you click through to the videos on YouTube off my website, you'll be able to find them there. If you hit the show more, there's a text list that you can import directly into Arena and the Stream Decker page as well. I mean, Curious Obsession isn't it isn't an either or thing. You play Curious Obsession and Thief. We played both this morning. Please block. So this is great. So they trade here. They trade, and then Discovery picks up Blood Operative, and Blood Operative exiles the bird. That's just some good clean living right there, chat. That's some good clean living. I think I'm in the market for a Sabotage. I guess I can go Bug plus Sabotage next turn. I guess I'm down for both of those. The incidental graveyard hit on Blood Operative is absurd. It's very, very good. Ooh. Nope, this is the last deck that we're playing today. This is the fourth deck of the day.
I don't need this. I need this.
And like the fact that like this card gains you health too is so good. We're about to get killed by this Sorkin, aren't we? I think we're about to get killed by this Sorkin. I don't have any Soots in my main deck. And what a rough beast. It's our come round at last, slouches towards Hoagland to be about 9-month reason. It's like, what on earth is this sub message? Thank you for the 9 months, Sad Dazim. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Yeah, I don't know. I think what I actually probably should have done was I could have bounced the I could have bounced the bird to their hand and made them discard and then cracked the operative into here. Could have been a good line as well. Who knows? Maybe they play around Ritual Assoot here. I don't have Soot in my main deck. Oh, I could have bounced the Sarkin after killing the bird. No, that's not, because the bird just comes back then with the Phoenix Egg. Honestly, I think I'm going to click Submit here. Their deck's kind of this weird mix between, like, things that are aggressive and things that aren't. Like, do I want Moment of Craving? Like, they've got Phoenixes, and they've got Chain Whirlers, they've got all these things that don't die to it. It's fine. Okay, it's actually a very good draw. That is very interesting. Okay. We played a red-black Frenzy deck on stream last week, and this card was really kind of reasonable in it. Just like Rummage is pretty decent. Especially if they got like jumpstart things to like utilize from the discard pile. I do really love the idea of Thoughtbound Phantasm and Spybug and Doom Whisper, just like build your own fireballs, basically. Seems quite fantastic. I think I'm going to hang out for a hot second here on this Contempt slash Sabotage slash whatnot. Hopefully find a 5th land. Hopefully Contempt something this turn, and then next turn find a 5th land so we can go Spybug plus hold up Sabotage. Would you play Merfolk Looter if it was standard legal? Yeah, probably in the right deck. That one right on the nose. I think the control decks already have a lot of mechanisms for generating card advantage, and Mission Briefing's kind of a slow and clunky card, so you don't, like, Mission Briefing isn't better than the other card advantage cards that you have access to that are slow and clunky. So I think on average it's just like not good enough. I'm gonna leave that one right there. I think this is a good attack on their part because I'm not blocking. Yeah, Mission Briefing's just like worse than Snapcaster Mage on average in non-rotating formats is what it comes down to. comments on not only my play, but my opponent's play, or the decks that we're playing or they're playing that aren't constructive or specific, those aren't particularly useful. Just like, be polite, be reasonable. No need to clutter up my chat being obnoxious or hateful or putting other people or things down. What was a mistake? No, I don't think I'm going to surveil before damage. Also, like, how I'm surveilling could change based on, like, what their plays are. So I think, like, missing 1 point of potential damage here is fine. Just gonna let that happen for now. That'll go away. Next turn, I'll go Phantasm plus Doom Whisper with this land. I'm gonna decline that for now. Yeah, got him. This is, Pike said it earlier, this is the best Doom Whisperer deck in the format, and it does not feel particularly close. That is quite good. That feels very reasonable. Huh. I think I want a couple of strokes on the draw. I'm going to trim these sabotages. They have a lot of good cards at their top end. Let's give this a go. The blue-black Bolas deck, I think, felt worse than both the blue-black Operative deck that we've been playing and the Grixis Dragons deck. It was, like, okay, but, like, what it was doing wasn't particularly powerful. I guess bugs are kind of a liability against Chain Whirler. So do I lead on Thought Erasure to, like, spot check Chain Boy? Probably. I'm supposed to lead on this rather than get my 1/1 destroyed. I'm gonna bin that. I'd like a more efficient removal spell or a black source. Wouldn't be too surprised to see this eat a Doomblade. I am kind of surprised to see them use the strike before a different removal spell, though. Taking 5 here. Okay. And the Steamkins are getting going here. Love of Vraska's Contempt, thanks. So we hit our second black source. That was a fantastic animation. All right, so I can erasure this lava coil, and I'm probably just supposed to go Doom Whisperer, and then like trade my Doom Whisperer for a 4/4 in the lava coil here. I have a lot of really good draws here. Hey Zach, thanks for the bits. I appreciate it. Honestly, I think digital magic's been more appealing to watch for a long time. I think even Magic Online is more consumable than paper magic. Paper magic is very difficult to translate. Yeah, no glare online. The board state's always obvious, like. Cast Scry 1. Alright. In. This has to chump block because we're at 4. Dead to removal spell. No cheating. Yep. No cheating's a big thing. It really is. Love watching her. It's like watching a real video game. Fusion, thank you very much for the 2-month resub there. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Thanks for keeping me employed here. Welcome. Hot take, Fierce Deity. Cheating's always been a problem in Magic. It's just now we're better at catching it. Or they're more blatant, one of the two. Man, I'm really glad my opponent manually tapped their 2 islands that Search for Escanto would have been cast off of anyways. What a good use of our time. Huh. I think I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep the Contempt because Teferi is one of their best ways to steal this game, I think. Yeah, I think the question I want to ask myself here is like, how do I lose this game? And I think the answer to that question is Teferi. So this is Teferi insurance. There you go. Play an Essence Scatter. Sure, but Arena tells you what it's going to do before it taps your lands. The only time you should be surprised when how Arena taps your lands is when you're not paying attention. The donation queue is currently open. If you have a standard Turbo Fog deck, I'd be open to that. I'm not playing Modern Turbo Fog. I'm just gonna give you a straight up heads up that that's gonna get no surd. Yep, submitted through the form on the website. Ugh. Hold on, folks, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. They need to counter this if they can counter this. This is gonna get back 2 Blood Operatives. Draw 2 lethal threats, don't mind if it does. Oh, you know what? I should prioritize taking the Ritual of Suts out of here because they complete playing mission briefing. Should prioritize taking the Ritual of Suts out. That's unfortunate because it means the next operative is not lethal. They also get to activate Escanta here. I think we've like crossed the point of no return at this point. Move along. Alright, so I know I want all of these. I probably don't want Phantasm in this matchup because it takes too long to turn on, but Spybug seems good. People who want to continue playing out that game, in my experience, are often the same people that complain about control decks. I agree. I was not 0% to win that game. I was, however, likely single-digit percentage to win that game if my opponent has a brain and doesn't fall asleep at their keyboard. So, rather than I'm playing on a ladder for fun and I'm like trying to get in games to learn as much as possible at the deck I'm playing, like spending the next 10 minutes of my life trying to play to the 1%er or them falling asleep just like isn't an effective use of my time. It's really not an effective use of the 1,000 or 1,100 people's time we're watching here today either. I just want to play the highest number of interesting games of Magic as possible. This hand is great. Let's go. Beep, beep. It's not about blanket ban on controversy ghosts. It's just that there's nothing constructive to say about it. So, like, there's nothing... anything that gets said in here is just going to turn into people getting pissed off at each other for one side or the other. And there's nothing constructive to come of it, so like it's pointless to talk about. Oh, yeah. Give me them sweet, sweet magic cards, baby. I assume the sideboard box on the bottom right is there because they reused the deck building screen, and on the deck building UI, that's where the sideboard goes. Whew. Ooh, that's a good one too. Triggers. They could have drawn a counterspell for this, but odds are they didn't. Honestly, that's why one of the best ways to start with Magic when you're coming back into it or haven't been playing for a while is definitely limited, right? Like, if you're playing limited, you have to learn 1 or at most 2 sets. There's a much smaller card pool to dive into. It's me, your worst subscriber. Okay. So you have double scatter and then 1 card I don't know. Don't mind me, just poking you with my bug. Yeah, it's definitely limited for sure. I feel like with double sabotage in this this disinformation campaign here, we're in a really good spot. Definitely just want to like fire these off ASAP. Just like get my bug bigger, get my campaign going. If I have multiple discard spells in hand versus control, I can only take 1 relevant card with the first one. How long should I wait before using the second one? It depends on what their other relevant cards are. Like, are they proactive cards? If their other relevant cards are mostly reactive, generally waiting for your Duress is better. That's annoying. I have to use this and not trigger my campaign. How unlucky. They have a counterspell here. They get to take my campaign away, which would be sad. I like my campaign, chat. Oh god, that's a Thought Erasure on top of my deck. Yes, it is. Gosh, if this draws a land, I get to Thought Erasure them again and then Oh, this is dirty. This is... Wait, what? What? You had a Sinister Sabotage in your hand? What? Why didn't your Duress resolve and take my Disinformation Campaign away? I'm so confused. I mean, I'll take it, but I'm confused. I feel like they should have fought over making their Duress resolve last turn and like taken my campaign away and like not countering the campaign. Yeah, just like very strange. Scatter me, baby. Yeah, they know about the Whisperers. Wonder if this bug's gonna be able to run the distance here. He's working his way towards the finish line. They're gonna have to deal with the bug next turn, plus beat the Doom Whisper Disinformation Campaign. So like, we're not a lock, but we're in a pretty good spot here. So that manual tap there is probably fine. The auto tapper does not prioritize using Field of Ruin accordingly. The auto tapper really likes to leave Field of Ruin up.
I won't hide from the world any longer. Let's take it.
Oh no! Big Chuck came and exterminated our boy, chap. Alright, are you dead yet? Please activate Azcanta. Yeah! Show me a brick! You have a land? They already played a land, right? Yeah, they already played a land. I understand my opponent manually tapping there because of the utility land prioritization. But again, that's why the auto tapper is great and you should leave it on, because even when the auto tapper is not ideal, you can still easily massage it to do what you want by manually tapping. Manually tapping works even when you're using the auto tapper. All right, so we forced to game 3 here. Last night, I conceded a match turn 3 because it was a control beer and the opponent was manually tapping. I wish I could upvote. I wish I could, like, have Reddit-style voting for Twitch chat comments on occasion, because, like, that one would go straight to the top. Just like, you know how much my time is worth? Way more than you value yours at. That's how much. Syncopate, rude. I wonder if this deck wants some Duresses in the sideboard. Maybe those are better than the negates for matches like this. I really kind of want to have something to more things to proactively poke through their defenses, especially with my threats. Like the discard spells are better at helping me force through my threats. You played any White Weenie decks? I have not played any White Weenie on stream in this format. Or in this format in general, I guess I should say. Facebook went from giving me mattress ads to giving me ads for Lisa mattress reviews. gonna jam Doom Boy here. Yeah, that is true, Draven. And I think that's one of the things that makes the format really good is that we finally kind of come around to a point where the threats in this format, or the answers in this format, are similar power level to the threats. In my opinion, that's one of the things that makes this format really good. Yep.
Let's slow this down.
God, that feels good. I'm a big fan of the blue-black Pirates deck that we've been playing. If I had to pick a number 2, it's probably the Grixis Dragons deck, but Pirates has been a guess. I love me a tempo deck. I feel like we're in an okay position. The Grixis Phoenix deck is fun. It's just not, if I'm being realistic, Jekyll Girl, it's not super competitive. Yeah, I agree with that. Powerful but conditional answers are very good. Why not play the Spybug there? Because I wanted to hold up a counterspell because I didn't want my opponent to untap and play another threat. Like another Teferi there would have been really bad for me because I didn't have a clean answer to it. Hey, Lord Gibbon, thank you very much for the brand new tier 1 sub. I appreciate that. Thanks for keeping me employed here and welcome. We got a bunch of new subs today. Be sure you pop into the subs Discord at some point. Lots of good Magic chat in there. I'm just gonna let this resolve. I have another Doom Whisperer in my hand, and again, like, I want to prevent them from, like, Teferiing me next turn, basically. I think I'm actually gonna keep both of these on top. Because, like, the 8th land means I can play Doom Whisperer while still leaving Sinister Sabotage up here, which is decent for us. GRN Machine with the brand new Prime support. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. I appreciate that. Welcome. I have a negate here. Negate probably buries us. Syncopate also works.
I am not. No time for a break.
Good chance we're dead here. There was if you were in the closed beta, they emailed you a code to get Fancy Teferi. Yeah, I basically just can't win here. I have another counterspell on top of my deck. Oh. Man, yeah, I don't know. Looking at this deck on paper, I guess I could have dug like 60 cards to try and find a Contempt. Yeah, I guess I could have done that. I had what, like 12 Surveils? No, I don't think so, Bob. I think I don't know, on paper this looks really appealing, but in practice this ended up just feeling a lot worse than the more mid-rangey operative deck. Spybug was impressive on more than one occasion. Yeah, the sabotages felt pretty clunky, right? I don't know, like with Doom Whisperer, you can like make the Thoughtbound Phantasm attack pretty reasonably, I feel like. I think I agree with Pikes that the sabotages felt kind of bad. I get that they're like a playable card that has Surveil, but they felt like we were, and that was one of the things. Like, let me pull up the blue-black operative deck or something close to it. Where was it? Blue-black operative. So the blue-black operative deck only has 2 sabotages in it. Maybe we just want to play less in that deck too, because this deck is really, it's more of a tap-out control deck, right? You better as Notion Rain. Notion Rain's not a terrible idea. I think I would like that. That's what I was trying to think, like, what's another card that's just like a playable Surveil card? Notion Rain's a very playable Surveil card. Notion Rain seems like an A+ idea. And like Notion Rain would help us hit land drops too consistently. Oh, it's Notion Rain. I said idea and I typed idea. Yeah, there's currently not a friends list feature. I like that idea a lot. And as far as the sideboard goes, I definitely want some Duresses in here. Still don't know that Ritualist that's the right fit for the main deck either. Or for the sideboard. Nah, I think I like the campaigns in the board, just be a little aggressive. I don't know, maybe just like pulling up in general is good, and like the Thoughtbound Phantasm isn't good enough. I don't think the 3/2 flash Surveil is playable. This guy, right? I don't think this is a really constructed playable card. Surveil Unsummon. It costs 2 mana, right? Yeah, Unexplained Disappearance. 3 months of butchering my fake stolen name. Give me those boots my feet hurt. Thanks for the quarter every year, OP. I appreciate that. Welcome back. Yeah, I don't know if that's good enough. Narcomoeba is not a playable magic card. Just like the effect it gives you is just not good enough. I mean, it's not removal. And like if you don't have a creature in play killing them, it's card disadvantage. 5 months already, almost a half a year. Nam, thank you for the 5-month resub. Thanks for shipping that Twitch Prime this way again this month. Welcome back. Yeah, I feel like I'm doing a lot of things. I don't know, I like the idea of these Notion Rains a lot. Let's play a match or two with the Notion Rains to wrap today up. I feel like it felt incredibly awkward trying to work with the sabotages. I also like the idea of, I have a modern deck with resto in it. Is it auto accepted for a donation? Yeah, probably, Zach. Unless it's like, it's not like, you wouldn't submit like red, white hate bears, right? We're playing Forward Discovery because it is a cantrip that helps us find lands consistently, and it also enables our various cards that get paid off when we surveil. Narcomoeba is not a tempo card, chat. Narcomoeba is a 1/1 for 2 mana that you have to draw. Don't play Narcomoeba. Don't do drugs, kids. It's Lantern with one resto. What do you think of combining this with the Phoenix strategy? I need you to be specific. What does combining this with the Phoenix strategy consist of? What does that actually mean? That's very vague and non-specific. Five months, Lord Hoagland. Also, our ads on subscribers should not be getting ads on my channel. If you're getting ads on my channel, please contact Twitch support. That should not be the case. Subscribers should not get ads on this channel. Agedom, thank you for the brand new Prime support. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Man, I wonder if we're gonna manage to sneak in a 35th emote before all the sub gifts fall off at the end of the month. If 50 sub points away from that happening. Got another week before they fall off. No, we keep the emote. So if we bump past the threshold, we keep the emote that we hit. So I expect a lot of the sub gifts to fall off, but we'll keep emotes that we get over the top of. I'll do this to start. Perfect. Spybug was exactly what I wanted for Christmas. The fact that Blood Operative is self-enabling is so very good. Just like, you have to pay 3 life to get it back, but like, it gives you 3 life when it hits, so. Well, that's terrifying. Oh, they don't have any spells, so less terrifying. Less terrifying, chat. This is my 6/6. I sent in a deck through the forum, and here are the bits for it. Perfect, Zach. I'll get it added after. You know, Notion Rain was much better there than Sabotage would have been, and it's not particularly close. I think I'm actually going to trim a couple of them here because the life loss from it is probably a lot better. I think I might actually trim all of them. Just drag my curve down a touch. Gosh, Collective Brutality and Standard with Blood Operative? That sounds absurd. Just like the most pleasant way. I don't think Sultai does anything. I don't think there's a meaningful reason to play a third color in blue-black or green-black. I feel like both blue-black and green-black have a lot of good tools, and there isn't a good reason to play all 3 colors. We have both blue-red wizards and blue-red tempo in the queue, so we'll get to them soon enough on here. I guess if I draw Duress, I'll play the Swamp. Watery Grave it is. You told the Sultai players to come to Standard. They can, and their Sultai decks will be less bad in Standard than they are in Modern, but I still don't think they're better than the 2-color decks. Nuts. You know what's great about Dimir Spybug, chat? It's unblockable. Triggers. Boop. Boop, boopy on the nose. Perfect. Yeah, I'm glad someone pointed that out to me. I was able to send my editor a message and they fixed it right up. It's a very scary bug. Look at the eyes, chat. Look at the eyes. It's terrifying. Doomblade you. Doomblade you. Nice. Wizard hates limited is why it has Venice. Yep. Man, I really wish I left Notion Rain in my deck now. Can I get a demon? Thought Erasure, sure. Triggers. I couldn't imagine blocking a big angry bug. Alright, who's dying? Is it the bug or the phantasm? You killed my bug! Opponent. Might bring 2 Notion Rains back in on the play. Feels bad, man. Okay, this race is like no other card. Just like three power lifelink. 3 power lifelinks to race. I'm gonna prioritize taking their spells out of the discard pile because there's a non-zero chance that a wee Doggernaut Azistal deck is playing Mission Briefing. So potentially has value for that reason. Are you blocking? Deal. I guess they can't race it. They might as well trade with it. Maybe they're just like, they're dead if we hit a Surveil card anyway, so might as well jam. I think Mission Briefing's just a little bit too clunky. We'd never played Mission Briefing before 4 mana, which is just too expensive for what this deck is doing, I think. We already have a number of pretty expensive cards in our deck. Woof. Can I get a discovery? Yep. Gobble, gobble. I can see that maybe being okay, Jungle Girl. Oh, yeah. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna channel Fireball you. Don't mind me. I'm just gonna channel Fireball you. This feels good. That is, yeah. That is, Finally, the Willem Demon has come home. All right, let's play one more before I wrap it up. Thanks everyone for hanging out. I appreciate it. While we're waiting for this last match to pop, I would just like to thank everyone for hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. If you're enjoying my stuff, please consider subscribing to my channel. I stream Magic full-time. We do all constructed on the channel. We play a ton of Standard on Arena, and we play a ton of Modern on Magic Online. Past subscribing, you can also support myself by checking out some of my very wonderful sponsors. CoolStuffInc.com buys and sells a lot of cool stuff, including TCG singles. Using promo code Jeff5, you can save 5% on Magic, Pokemon, Warhammer, and Yu-Gi-Oh cards with them. BCW Supplies, love to help you protect your very valuable Magic the Gathering cards with their very wonderful sleeves that shuffle oh so smooth. They do sleeves and deck boxes, all sorts of other great stuff, and you can save 10% on all of your orders at bcwsupplies.com by using code Jeff10 at checkout. And of course, Lisa would like to get you on your way to a better night's sleep. Christy and I have been sleeping with Lisa for the last 8 months now, 4 months now, and we really love it. I don't think we'd ever go back to traditional pillow top mattress. You can save $160 or more on your new mattress with them by checking out links at bit.ly/HugelBedUS and bit.ly/HugelBedCA. Yeah, this is gonna be the last one of the day. We're gonna play one more match with the blue-black Surveil deck, and then I'm gonna call it up. For people, also, I didn't plug my YouTube channel and my website, so if you enjoy my content and you're new and you want to watch more awesome standard content from myself on Arena, jeffhoagland.com, there's a videos link at the top. You can find all of my standard videos that I've streamed here, basically everything, all the matches that I stream get archived on my YouTube channel. I break them up by decks, so you can search just for decks that you find interesting and watch those. We're actually playing a split of the two, Makia. We're playing a little bit of column A, a little bit of column B. We've got 2 and 2. I usually do it with the Hoaglandia banner in the second sponsors page. Welcome to Hoaglandia banner. It's a good reminder to plug us. This hand is very, very bad against mono blue. Yeah, there's only one sub banner at the moment. I've got a lot of actual products that have come in as banners. I think I've got maybe one more coming. So hey, there. Thank you. Oh, they're playing Merfolk? Or maybe they're just playing mono blue with this card net. That's interesting. Thank you for the bits. I appreciate it. The deck we played earlier today is not on my YouTube channel yet, so I upload while I'm streaming, but I have to format video descriptions and paste in deck lists and stuff like that, so the videos don't actually get published until I finish up here. I do a lot of my own post-production work at this point. The YouTube videos actually aren't that much work. It's just like formatting descriptions and a title and stuff. Takes me like 2 minutes per video, if that. Some bits towards blue-red wizards, please. Will do. Thank you for the support. As always, any bits you cheer or dollars you donate can be used to bump decks in my queue. People that support my content dictate what we play and when we play it. So it's pretty likely that whatever I cast here gets countered. So I think I'd rather Price of Fame get countered than Vraska's Contempt, because the +2 health from this is going to be valuable. Maybe I should wait in case they drew a Curious Obsession. My timing here is a little bit bad. Yep, just looking for more removal at this point. Super punish for my sequencing. Contempt here. Hope they don't have a thing. Yeah, because like if they had a protection spell, they wouldn't have protected the other one. Yeah, so like if I would have waited, I could have killed it. They would have spell pierced when I tried to kill it last turn, and then this one likely would have resolved. Kind of unfortunate on my part there. Yeah, I messed up pretty bad here. Sphinx's tutelage says non-land, so it doesn't combo with Painter Servant. All right, removal. Yeah, let them draw too many cards. Sequence by removal wrong, got punished for it. No, I was reading chat and I wasn't paying attention to my sequencing on the removal. Just multitasking and making a mess up because of it. I actually ended up trimming the soots from the sideboard to max out on copies of Moment of Craving, which Craving's also good in this matchup, to be fair. Hey, NC Comic Chris, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support there. I appreciate that. Welcome. Thanks for keeping me employed here this month with that. Devouring Abyss. Oh, come on, Magic Arena. It's the last match. It's the last match, Magic Arena. Not chilling again, reloading Magic Arena. Hey, Jeff, I took Mono Blue to my first SCG and had a lot of fun. Played 2 D-Stroke in the main and it felt great. Yeah, I definitely think with all the black-green that's been running around, like, main deck Disdainful Stroke is not unreasonable. Yeah, I'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. So, this is an aggro matchup where Dire Fleet's less good, but I think I still board it in. Do I even bother boarding it in? Pretty sure this is just an all Doomblades on deck matchup. It's like Trim Notion Rain. Do I want Duress? Duress is actually probably okay here. Yeah, all their creatures avoid the Poisoner. That is correct. Four of these is probably too many. Let's do this. Yeah, Standard's been a lot of fun. So remember, if you're interested in explicitly Standard content and not Modern, I'm live with Standard every Tuesday during the day from this time slot 9 till about a little bit before 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll also be live with Standard Wednesday night starting about 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. I'll be doing some Standard on Fridays as well. I'm live with Modern other days of the week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday also, but Standard will be every Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. And if Standard remains to be good, I'll probably lean into Standard a little bit more. I've really been enjoying both Standard and Arena. Yeah, their reconnection after you dump out is like really consistent. It's great. Your standard Grixis Dragon deck on YouTube is the list at the bottom. The one you played, you recommend are both. Because I'm able to make edits to decks while we're playing on Arena, the deck lists in the video descriptions are always going to be the last iteration of the deck that we played for the day. So basically that would be we played this a bunch. This is the final product, basically. I live in the middle of Illinois, surrounded by all of the cornfields. I would love a Duress, because I'm going to Duress the Spell Pierce next turn. If you asked my wife, she would probably say I live in a state of confusion, but that's, you know, that's not true. It's maybe a little bit true. Alright, they drew another Spell Pierce. Just gonna go ahead and pass back. What kinds of things? They're doing SCG events. I live near Indy and don't suppose that I'll do well and whatever it is next time around. Yeah, they have all sorts of formats for side events. The boss did give me permission to go to Milwaukee, so weather permitting, I'm gonna go to Milwaukee. I need to find I think Matt said he can't go that weekend, so I think I need to find people to room and potentially drive with. Blood Operative. That sounds great. You know what's unraceable? My 3-1 with lifelink that keeps coming back. When is Milwaukee? Milwaukee is the weekend before Thanksgiving. Is a standard Grand Prix. The Grixis Dragons deck can't feasibly cast Ritual of Soot. If you watch the wrap-up and I talk about the mana in the wrap-up and talk about cards like why Ritual of Soot and Vraska's Contempt aren't castable. Yeah, about a month from now. A little bit less than a month. It's like the 16th. The standard format is awesome, but I want to play it. Don't judge me. I'm gonna go to a Grand Prix. Why are you judging me? All right, let's pay for an attack with this Phantasm here. I would like now. I'll keep the Moment of Craving. SCG cut standard from their tour, and I want to play standard, so I have to go to a Grand Prix. Magic Festival. That's true. Actually, I don't know. I don't know when the rebranding officially happens. Magic Festival. It's a Festivus for the rest of us, chat. Festivus. A true Festivus. SCG will add it back. No, they announced their schedule for next year and did not have standard on it still. Also, like, the other part of it too is, like, once upon a time when I was, like, traveling to play in Magic tournaments and my goal was, like, you know, making money, like, the SCG tournaments made the most sense to go to because the cash to player ratio in an SCG tournament is much better than the cash to player ratio in a Grand Prix. These days, I'm not really traveling to events trying to break even or make money, right? Like, when I go to an event, I go assuming I'm setting a pile of money on fire just to have a good time. So, you know, Grand Prix set money on fire, SCG set money on fire, tomato, tomato. SCG is against standard because for the last 2.5, 3 years, standard has been really, really bad. There is one standard open next year, which I think I'm going to go to. The standard opens in Dallas, and my wife has some friends that live in Dallas that we go visit on occasion, so I think I might fly down for the standard open in Dallas in February. Yeah, exactly. Also, I'm pretty sure that I don't have enough Planeswalker points anymore to have buys, so there's like a non-zero chance I could be around one feature match at a Grand Prix. Because I have some notoriety and have no buys. I might take you up on that, Zach. Sorry. I was waiting and there were cards and I started shuffling. I'm just gonna, like, curve out killing their stuff. This is basically a Doomblade all the things matchup, as I like to refer to them. Any costume plans for the upcoming Grand Prix? None as of yet. That reminds me, I need to check in on my hack guy, though. I have someone making me... Nope, that is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to exile that one. Oops, that doesn't really matter. Any plans to update the dredge list on my website? I don't know, maybe. I'm not convinced that Creeping Chill is busted. I don't know. I don't have any videos with Creeping Chill either, so it might just be like a wait and see type thing. There are no secrets between us. I guess I'll take one of these, but like, I can't, No, I'm keeping that Doom Whisperer. I have to mull, get out, bid them both, get out of here. No, but I had a Doom Boy. I had a Doom Boy. Yeah, so, and I think this is something that a lot of people are going to realize as they build more of these blue-black decks. So the main takeaway from this idea was Thoughtbound Phantasm and Dimir Spybug alongside Doom Whisperer are kind of absurd when you get them all going. The counter spells felt really awkward really consistently. And I don't know if necessarily cutting all of them is right, but I definitely don't want 4 sabotages in my deck. I don't want 4 copies of cancel in my deck that's tapping out as much as this deck is tapping out. Notion Rain felt pretty reasonable. I was pretty happy with that one. As far as the sideboard goes, I'm really not sure what I want to do with the sideboard. I'm pretty sure I want Campaign, Duress, and some Cravings. I'm not sure about Stroke and Poisoner. It's also possible like some Soot are better than some Cravings, but I'm not 100% on that either. At any rate, that's going to be it for me for today, folks. I'll be back tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time with some Modern on our favorite Excel spreadsheet, Magic Online. And then tomorrow night, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, about 30 hours from now, I will be live with more Standard here on this channel on Magic Arena. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good one. And remember, if you're looking for more Hoagland content, I added a very wonderful, let's self-shill here for a moment. I added a very wonderful page to my website last night. We got this videos dropped down here at the top where you can find my favorite league from each day, as well as pages that have all of my Standard videos on it that you can click through, and all of my Modern videos too if you're into that kind of thing. So you can find all of that at jeffhoagland.com. So catch all of y'all around later. Everybody have a good day.